Hey there, I'm Elizabeth Hills. I am a personal trainer and I'm also a local real estate agent. So I'm here to help you stay fit for your next move. Grab your mini band. We have 3 exercises to do that will hit legs, arms, and core so that you have a total body experience all in just a few short minutes. I've got my lightweight mini band here, and if you need one, I'm happy to send you a free mini band. So just look at the comments below, and that'll tell you what to do to get your mini band. But we're gonna start with upper body. So let's wrap the band so it's around your forearms, it's below my elbow. And before we even get started, just kind of find yourself grounded in a nice tall standing position. Make sure your shoulders are dropping away from your ears so you're not kind of scrunched up. Maybe you've been on the computer today. So get nice and tall. And then we want to bring our elbows up to shoulder height and forearms parallel. So when you come to this position, just be careful that you haven't rounded forward at all. Stay nice and tall through your posture. Make some fists like Wonder Woman arms. And then we're just going to start to pull this band apart. So watch out for that band yanking your arms back together. We want to keep our arms parallel and make sure that we are controlling the band both on the pulling and then also on the return phase of this movement. So you should start to feel some heat between your shoulder blades. Here's the side view. I'm keeping my knees a little bit bent just to kind of stay in like an athletic position and really put this effort into my upper back and shoulders. So maybe 10 to 12 reps. Just to get that good burn. And of course, if you're using a different band, you might not need as many reps. This is a pretty lightweight band. But if you're feeling that burn, go ahead and shake your shoulders out. Luckily, our shoulders get to be a little bit more passive in the next exercise. But again, I want you to just kind of take pause. Notice how it feels to have your spine nice and stacked. We don't want that to change because we're going to be going into a hip hinge. So just pay attention to what happens in your spine as you hinge your hips back. We're going to use the band to add some resistance. So go ahead and come around the bottom of one foot, and then you're going to hold the band with your opposite hand. So as you come into this position getting ready, just go ahead and drop your shoulder down into the socket. Think about that nice tall posture, and then this free leg, we're going to start to float off the ground as we hinge and then drive our foot forward. So a couple things that might happen is that the pull of this band might cause you to round your shoulder. So really just lock your shoulder down and back. Find maybe a spot on the floor that's not moving and look at that. And then start to concentrate on the hamstring and the glute of your standing leg. That's where we want to feel this effort the most. So as you shift your hips back, those hamstrings are lengthening, and as you drive your hips forward, they're contracting, and give your buns a little squeeze there at the top. So inhale, reach, exhale, squeeze. I've sort of lost count. I'm aiming for about 10, which should be giving you a nice little burn. Let's go to the other side, and we'll repeat. So again, just kind of resetting everything, shoulders down and back. I think this one is better from the side view, so I'll turn sideways for you again. And as you hinge, again, lengthening the hamstring and then driving your hip forward. Nice inhales and exhales. Squeeze your glutes at the top. If you lose your balance, that's okay. And if this movement isn't accessible to you today, it's okay to keep that back toe down, like a little kickstand. So if you have been sort of struggling or feeling discouraged about your balance today, feel free to take that alternative and give yourself a chance to strengthen the glutes and hamstrings even with that little kickstand movement there. It works just as well. Okay. About 10 and 10. I, again, can't count and talk at the same time, so I was feeling the burn. Our next exercise is on our back. We'll be working on the core. So we're going to loop this around one leg, and we're still working with those kind of opposite patterns like we did on the last exercise. So we're going to go with our opposite forearm from the leg that's in the band, and that we're going to keep stationary. Incoming phone call. Okay, so we're going to keep the banded limbs stationary. So I want you to just think about locking those in. Make sure you're in line with your hip. Make sure you're in line with your shoulder. So we're not kind of bobbing in towards the center. And then exhale, drive your low back into the floor, squeeze your ribs down, and we're going to reach opposite arm and leg away from each other and bring them back. Let's aim for about 8 of these. Inhale, reach. Exhale, return. If you start to notice your low back peeling off the floor or you're just getting a little achy there, please take a moment. Reset your core. Just give yourself a little exhale. Kind of push your low back down into the ground. Make sure your ribs are staying packed down. And you might start to notice that that stationary arm and leg are feeling a little toasty. It's hard work to hold that still. So that was about 8. Now, of course, we need to do our other side. So getting this band back in to position. Again, check that your knee is stacked right over your hip, and this arm should be vertical right over your shoulder. And let's get our other leg and arm moving. Big breath in. Exhale. The exhale helps you really engage the core. It helps you recruit those muscles and get them engaged. So give me those exhales. Just 2 or 3 more here. Big reach. Again, check your ribs. Make sure they're not flaring up. Last one for me, I think. Beautiful. So since we're on our backs, go ahead and plant your feet. Take a little hip twist. Just letting the knees drop left and right, releasing that tension. Maybe let's give one knee a hug and roll out the ankles that had to work so hard while we were doing those single leg RDLs, balancing exercises. So this little set is a great preparation for a heavier workout. We've activated all of our key muscles, and you're ready to go if you want to go pick up some heavy weights in the gym, or if you want to make this a standalone workout, go back to the beginning, repeat each exercise for 3 to 4 total sets. And I hope that you'll reach out to me if you're looking to make your next move, whether it's in real estate, if you're looking to sell or purchase a home. I would love to help you. And if you have any fitness questions or need training advice, you can leave those questions in the comments below this video.